2, 1, ignite. Happy Wellness Wednesday, and I am so happy to be here today to talk about a topic that, as all you say, you always know, I'm very excited about all the topics that I talk about because they are so important in what we do and how we feel in everyday life. And a lot of times we don't even know what we don't know. We don't know how we feel or why we feel a certain way. And today I want to share with you some of the things of why we feel so bad sometimes. It's not an easy topic. It's not an easy thing to swallow. It's not nice to not feel good, right? But many of us women, we feel like that at certain stages in our life. So when we know what to do, then we become empowered. So today I really want to share with you a little insight and a little background, and so that you know what to do and why you're doing what you're doing and why you're probably feeling how you're feeling. So are you ready for this? And as you go along and as you hop in, I would love for you to comment where you're joining me from. If you're listening to the replay, do hashtag replay. If you're listening live, also do live, because I'm not able to see your comments right now. And if you have any comments, suggestions, ideas, ahas, write them in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as I finish this video or whenever I see your comment. I always like to see what people resonate with, and also if you can give me any feedback from what you're listening, because it also helps me grow better and share my ideas or share my experiences in different ways. So it's a win-win situation. When you express, you feel better. When I receive, I can also know how you're perceiving my education or my ways of receiving, how you're perceiving everything that I'm sharing, so that I can become better too. So we are all in this together. We are all one. So when we impact one person's life, then we impact everybody else's life. And that is my mission in life, for me to touch every soul that I talk, every person that I speak with, to improve their quality of life so they can feel better and live a better life. So are you ready? So how often do you feel sad, not motivated, with lack of energy? Maybe you are in menopause. Maybe you just went through a hardship moment. Maybe you're having a loss of job. Maybe you're feeling your relationship is not good. Whatever makes you feel this way, that you're feeling low of energy, and sometimes it's even hard to differentiate. See, I have troubles with spelling some words or pronouncing some words. Some of these feelings and emotions, because it becomes a blur. These are emotions. When there's sadness, there's lack of energy, lack of motivation. It's something unpleasant, something that we don't like to experience. So what happens throughout the years, since it's something that is unliked or undesired, or maybe even in your culture or when you were growing up, is like, oh, you're not allowed to feel sad, you're not allowed to cry, you're not allowed to complain. So what do? We start shoving everything inside, and then we just want to cover it, or we want to sugarcoat it, or we want to drown it, right? In substances, we want to drown it in alcohol, we want to drown it in whatever. We just want to disappear because it's something that we do not like to feel. So, or we mask it also. We mask it with a lot of makeup, or we mask it with a bunch of work, or we mask it with a bunch of activities, so we do not need to feel that pain, feel that sadness, feel that lack of motivation, feel that lack of energy, because maybe it's painful. Whatever you have been dealing with, it's the painful reality that we do not like to confront, right? So I'm talking from a heart of a psychologist that I am in nature, a health coach, and also a heartfelt mom and a woman that I am. So I know because I've been there, and I think we all have been there. Women and men. Men are more difficult to really understand these feelings and emotions. It's not on their nature to be very sensitive. Some men are, and you have a man like that you're very, very blessed. Some are very covered with all this, so they cover themselves in activities too, but that's a topic for another day, right? So all these activities or actions are just ways that are leading us to numbing. And numbing, if you are like most humans, we're all experts in numbing. We become experts at numbing what we don't want to feel. So we have become very good at forgetting things, numbing things, and it's just become a way that we are. It just became a habit. And sometimes this habit is not even ours. It's some inherited habit that that we learned as a child, and we learned it from our parents, and maybe our parents learned them from their parents. So this is a habit that we learned, and it's not good or bad. It's just something that we got accustomed to doing for whatever reason. So sometimes you're trying to lose weight. Sometimes you're trying to get better health. Sometimes you're trying to move your body more and exercise more. Sometimes you're trying to have more positive thoughts and more positive self-talk. But how will you know how to do it if you have never learned how to do that? So all you know is to numb, to mask, and to drown, right? That's how you have been doing everything all this time. It's a habit. And it has been such a habit that that is the way that it's already engraved in all your body systems, in all your cells. So if you're struggling a lot with making any changes in your life and in your health, this is why. It's so engraved that it's so hard. But so what we need to do is, well, imagine all this engravement is part of a software, of a program. Imagine your body and your brain as a computer, and it's all a software. So everything has been imprinted, all your behaviors, all your habits, all the things that you learn from life. And it's like you have a family system within your body, and all these cells are different parts. And they all have their own priorities and their all opinions. And that's why it's so hard sometimes, and you feel like you're in war within yourself. So raise your hand or say me if you feel sometimes that you have been like in war with yourself and you're struggling to find new ways to feel better. You just want to feel better no matter how, right? So raise your hand or just say me if you want to learn how to feel better. So how could you know to change your behaviors if this is something that you already grew up? And what do normally people do is like, oh, you start feeling bad, you start having a headache, you start having a pain, you feel anxious, you feel depressed, you are have difficulty losing your weight. What do you do first? And that's also part of a societal thing and something that everybody learns. It's like, oh, I need to go to the doctor to get checked. Something is wrong with me. So somebody else has to fix me, right? Well, that is something that we have accustomed to do. And the doctor, what is his position? I'm not against doctors. I'm just saying this to clarify for you to learn that there are different ways, that the doctor is not the only person that can help you. So the doctor's position is to fix, to diagnose, and to decide what is right or wrong with you. But he is only on one side, and he has only read your history and has heard your story for 5 minutes. So let me ask you, who is more of an expert of you? Is it the doctor with his doctorate degree and all his background and what he has learned and just listening for you to your story 5 minutes? Or is it you that is an expert of you, of how you have been living your life for your eternal, like 50 years, 40 years, 55 years, however old you are? So who do you think would be more expert? Write in the chat, doctor or myself. And there's no wrong or right, and there's no judgment here. You might think it's the doctor, he knows everything, or you know everything. Let me know in the chat if it's doctor or yourself, myself, right? Yourself. Write myself as yourself. So you guys, today I want you to think about this. And it's so important because once you get to know and to know that you have a power within to know about you more than anybody can know about you, then you have the credit to do everything you want and to make all the necessary changes. So I give you credit today, and you know more that is inside in your own world. You only have learned how to mask things, how to numb things, and how to drown things, but you have not had access to a guidance to know and uncover that inner guidance system so that you know what to do when you don't feel good. So today I'm here to tell you that there is a little light at the end of the tunnel, and that can give you some directions with very simple actions so that you can be in charge of your own life. My part is to help you, guide you in the direction. My part is as a coach, and I would be doing a disservice if I tried to help you in ways of resolving things for you. My goal and my mission as a coach, or any coach that you have in this world, or therapist or mentor, our mission is to help guide you through the steps for you to learn more about you so that you upgrade your software system, so that you know where to go and know how to lead in the direction that is right for you. Not for me, not for the doctor, not for your family, not for your kids, for you. And that is most important. So how would you like to know, how would you like to learn to become the pilot of your health and the pilot of your life? Write down in the comments if that is you. Do you want to become the pilot of your health, the pilot of your life? I want you to take a deep breath and just experience it. Just the thought of knowing that you can become the pilot of your life and your health. How does that make you feel in your body? Take another deep breath. And exhale. Wow. It does make a difference. And write down in the comment how that thought alone makes you feel, and where in your body makes you feel good. Maybe it makes you feel more relaxed. Maybe it helps you feel less headache, less tension, more at peace and calm, more heartfelt. And maybe you're feeling it on your chest. Maybe you're feeling it in your stomach. But when you know that you can trust your inner guidance and you can have direction of your life, it just feels so good. So let me know in the comments, where do you feel the sensation of feeling good? I would love to know. And that's something that we work in coaching with my clients. Where in your body the energy is feeling stuck, and where in your body it needs some release so that you can go on with your life, living better and making better decisions that are not only good for you, but also for your family. I'm feeling good to share this with you guys. I really feel good because this is something that has taken me years to understand. And I even have tears in my eyes. I don't know who's going to be listening to this story, but for me to make an impact in your life, wherever it is, wherever you are, just by listening to this, it makes me feel happy. I know how painful it can be to feel all alone when you don't have answers. Oh my gosh, I got emotional. I don't know where that came from, but it is my mission. And I want you to know that if you're listening to this, I love you, that you're not alone, that if you seek the right guidance, that you will feel better. Wow. Okay, let's go on, right? Let's go on with this conversation. Whew. Okay, so how would you like to feel now? How would it make you feel, and how would it make a difference in your life to feel happy and confident and empowered and energized? Let me say that again. Happy and confident and empowered and energized. I want you to repeat that with me. I am happy. I am confident. Repeat that out loud with me as you're listening to this. I am empowered. I am energized. And lift up your hands. How does that make you feel just right now as you're listening to this training? I feel better already. And cheers. Let me cheer with my hot peppermint tea. I love my tea. It makes me feel so good, so nourished and warm. Oh yeah. Let's get going, shall we? So, this is exactly what coaching does for you. It helps you, you come in with me, not to diagnose you. When you go to a coach, the coach is supposed to hear you so that she can reflect your words, she can reflect your voice, your body movements, and your heart. Me as a coach, and as I'm talking for many coaches, we are supposed to interpret what you're saying on the other side. Sometimes our words say something, but our body and our heart says something different. And as a coach, I am able to detect what your body language is saying. And when I speak to that, then you, the client, you understand more of you. You understand and you see your life from a different perspective, from a different part of you. And I know that I forgot to mention again what the topic was for today, but it's creating awareness. And hopefully you're already creating a little bit of awareness of how you felt and how you feel with the different emotions, and how easy it is to jump from one thing to the other so that you can feel better. So through coaching, we understand the voice, the body language, and the spiritual language. And then my job is to figure out with what you're saying, what you're doing, and navigate you to see where your lacks are, and where your lacks or your holes are in your foundation, so that we can make adjustments with food, with body movements, with creative activities, with simple things that you probably feel it's even so simple, but it's the way we start doing things in a different way that you feel in charge again. You feel in control and you feel so good. So let me share with you two little stories. I don't want to make this very, very long, but I have still 6 minutes. So one story of a client this week. So his focus, and I work with mostly women, but sometimes some men have asked me to work with them, so I can help them too. Men also they deal with things, right? And they want to become better parents. So his main focus is parenting. He wants to become a better parent. And he's very stressed in his work. And guess what? He cannot lose the weight. But his main focus is on parenting. He's so and feels like a failure there. He has no idea what to do. But he's so focused on outside, on his job and his parenting, that he has forgotten to bring pleasure to his life. So guess what his biggest desire was? To just have some time to read a book, to just have some time to play a little bit nine holes of golf, to just go for a movie with his wife. So those are very simple actions that he had as an action step for his week so that he can feel better. And guess what? With those things, then he connects with who he is. Then he can become a better parent. So sometimes we're too focused outside and we forget to look inward. So one of the activities is to bring more joy to your life. How? By doing more activities that bring us joy. So I'll share with you 5 things in just a few minutes, 5 things that you can do to start creating this awareness with you. And another little story that I want to share with you for me this week. I was feeling run down and kind of emotional. I'm emotional now, but it was like a run down emotion on Monday. Sunday I went to a wedding, and there's a lot of things coming up in my mind because now my kids are also getting into that age in life that their friends are getting married, and well, now I see myself as a parent who is probably going to have a daughter get married, and so many emotions. I was very emotional. So Monday morning, I went to take my daughter to the airport, and I felt kind of run down. As I was coming back, like I was driving, and I felt that deep hole in my soul, in my tummy, in my body. I even felt like acid reflux. I felt bloated. I felt like I needed to eat something. See how all the body is telling me something. So I was feeling all the sensations. So what did I do? And I was running late to do the things that I wanted to do in work, but I had not exercised. So guess what I did? In my thoughts, I was like, okay, what should I do? Go work first or go work out first? Well, I decided, no, Maike, you need to do your workout first, because that will give you the energy and focus to do your work. And sometimes we don't allow ourselves to do that. So I just went like a crazy person just for a lap, ran around the block. Just that, 5 minutes. I took a quick shower, I got dressed, makeup on, and it's like I'm ready for my work, right? How do you think I showed up for my work? Much better. My energy got lifted. I felt much better. I had a good breakfast. And then I allowed myself to prioritize me so I could feel better. So those are like the kind of things that bring you awareness. It's like notice how you're feeling, notice what you're needing, and then do that first, like the golf, like reading the book. That will energize you. Sometimes we feel we don't have time for those things, and we leave that as a prize at the end of the priority list. So with my clients, I help them pump them up to the priority list so they start becoming a priority. They are the first ones in their list, in their checklist to do. So everything in your calendar, you block some time in your day for you first thing in the morning, and then you do all the rest, instead of putting yourself back. So how do you think your energy goes? Up, right? And when your energy is up, how do you perform in life and your focus? Everything is much better. So let's talk about 5 ways in which you can start creating some awareness. Are you ready? Say ready, 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 ready. If you are listening, write ready on the comments. So 5 ways to start creating some awareness in you. Number 1, I want you to notice in the morning when you wake up, notice what first thought you have in the morning. Don't judge it. Maybe it's you're feeling lousy. Well, just notice that. Or maybe you're feeling motivated or excited about the day. Just notice. There's no judgment, nor criticizing. Just notice this is just for you. And notice with the thought that you're having, how your body is waking up and how your body is feeling. Okay? Just notice that and write it down. Number 2, I want you to go to the mirror and see yourself in the mirror, and whatever you felt a minute before, I want you to say, you got this. And just do high five and say, you got this, Maria. You got this, Annette. You got this, Carla. You got this, Patty. Whatever your name is, wherever you're listening to this, I want you to say, you got this, and high five yourself and say your name and look at yourself in the mirror. And this was 1 minute thing, right? Now I want you to notice in your body how you feel. This alone is starting to wake up sensory sensations in your body that let you know what actions to take that make you feel better. So you're kind of waking up those cells and kind of adjusting so that you can feel better. So that is number 2. Go to the mirror and say, you got this, and do a high five. Number 3, I want you to notice throughout the day how your mood is. And I notice when you're feeling kind of sad or lack of energy, I want you to notice, okay, what were you doing or what were you thinking? These are things that we work in coaching, right? That way you start becoming aware. It's like, what am I focusing right now that is draining my energy? And how is your mood? And I want you to have a notepad beside you, a little notepad, and just write down, I don't feel good. What was I thinking, or what was I feeling, or what was I doing? Just notice. Again, there's no judgment, just noticing. Because when you're aware, you cannot change something that you're not aware of. So the number 1 step in creating change through coaching is creating awareness of the things that you want to change. So bring them up to surface. No more numbing, no more drowning. You want to feel the feelings so that you can learn how to let them go. Hopefully this is making sense. Number 4. So number 3, you're writing down how you're feeling throughout the day. So number 4, I want you to take time in the afternoon or mid-afternoon to do one thing that brings you joy. What are those examples of one thing? It can be, it doesn't have to go for a massage, right? You can go for a little walk. You can go and have a cup of tea, that your favorite tea, just not coffee because it won't let you sleep at night. Go pet your dog, your cat. Go listen to your favorite song or music. You have 5 minutes in the day. And if you don't, create it because you are worth it, right? So create it. If you have your child around, go and embrace him if that is something that brings you joy, or tell him some nice words, or go talk or kiss your husband if he's around. Whatever brings you joy, just do that intentionally. And that's the key, to be intentionally about the actions. And again, I want you to notice how your focus is and how your energy is just by doing that action. Okay? Got it? So what are the activities that you can do? Kiss your husband or not kiss him. Embrace your kid. Pet your dog or cat. Have some tea. Listen to some music. Do a hula dance. Put some music on or your headphones just for a little bit and just listen to your favorite song. Notice how your energy changes. And number 5, by the end of the day, I want you to write down 3 things that you're grateful about the day. Not what you didn't do. I want you to write 3 things that you're grateful for the day. So here's the key. These are very simple actions, right? Are they simple actions? Right? If you say simple actions, I write comment. I want to know if you're listening to up to this. So write simple actions in the comment. So these simple actions are helping you to connect to you, that is creating awareness. Connecting you, to your thoughts, your actions, and your feelings. And the more intentional you're doing this, the more you will become, they will become a habit, so that you become aware of what things to do. The more things that make you feel good that you do, the more you will be focusing on doing those. And then guess what? The best part of this is that you will no longer focus on the things that make you feel bad, because you don't want to do that anymore. You just know how to feel good now. Isn't this amazing? So this is the way you start creating a better life for you, creating better health, and you start patching all the holes from your foundation so that you can feel great every day for a better quality of life. Are you, what are you taking away from this little training? I know I went overboard a little bit, but I hope that you have enjoyed this. And if you're someone that is looking to improve the quality of your life, if you want to create more awareness of how you're living your life, and you want to find out more ways of creating better health, feeling better with yourself, and taking care of all those body symptoms that you're feeling, and you want to have more energy, then let's just have a conversation. And it all starts with a conversation. If you trust me enough and you feel good with who I am and what I can lead you with, fine. If it's and then we can find ways to work together. If that's not your peanut butter cup, then that I won't be heartfelt, right? It's all, we all have we have choices, and we all can choose where and who we work with to improve the quality of their life. So again, my goal and my mission is to enlighten you so that you can be the director of your own orchestra of your cells in your body, so that your symphony can be heard beautifully, music in your house and in your life, and whatever you do in the rest of your life. So thank you so much for listening up to right now, and I look forward to connecting with you in any way or matter. I love you. Thank you so much, and have a better day and a very beautiful Wednesday. Bye for now.